Hey everybody, it's Norm and Will back for another exciting season of Behind the Garage Door. We're excited to be back, so thank you very much for tuning back in. Season 3, Episode 1, Will and I are going to head to Land O'Lakes to meet a Stingray customer who is not afraid to beat the crap out of her daily driver. So I figured since we're going to see a really cool Camaro, I thought we would take a really cool Camaro. All right, so we made it out to Angel's house. Angel, thank you so much for having us here. We really appreciate it. Thank you for the shade as well.
These gorgeous oak trees.
A lot of times we'll go out and meet some people and we sweat a lot. So we're not going to sweat today, and I'm super happy about that. I'm very excited to see this car and hear your story. So let's go ahead and see what's behind Angel's garage door.
All right, let's go.
All right, Angel, first of all, actually the first thing I want to say before I go any further is, where's your daily? You daily this.
I do.
You not only daily this, this is also clearly your race car.
Yes.
You daily your race car.
I do. I know. Some people are like, wait a minute, you need a sticker that says eggs, bread, milk. Yeah, I'm going to the store. But yes.
Tell me all about this beautiful ZL1.
Whew, I don't even know where to start.
Start at the beginning.
Oh boy.
When'd you get it?
I got her about 3 years ago.
Okay. What year is this?
It's 2014 ZL1.
Okay.
Camaro lover.
Yeah.
Had a 69 Camaro in high school.
Yeah.
So obviously I needed to get back into racing. Love cars. So I started hunting and I said, oh my gosh, this looks almost like a 69 Camaro.
They do look very similar.
So it's very similar. I thought if I tried to piece something together myself, money, funding, this and that. So what do? Buy it already, right? And then do my things to it and personalize it. So that's what I did. I found her, and 2014 ZL1, Magnuson supercharger. I have done my little bit of twerking here and there. Cook's headers. Obviously, let's see, the MMX Modern Muscle Extreme. They went ahead and did some upgrades. We have the Smooth Boost, which is a supercharger type of, what would you say, kind of, it doesn't control your boost, but it kind of helps the boost, right, to the throttle body.
All right.
Also, we did bigger fuel jets, upgrade on the clutch. It is a manual, 6-speed. Tremec TR6060, but we did the McLeod, the RXT twin disc. Also, Viking shocks. She was going through shocks.
Going through shocks, crazy. I imagine she squats hard when she takes off.
She squats like mad because we started with the dual adjustable, but now she's got triples on her.
Wow.
So it is like mint. You can adjust like crazy. It takes off so good.
You can have all the horsepower in the world. If you can't get it off the line, it's a waste of horsepower. Different cam in here? I heard some rumble on the cam.
No.
That's a ZL1 cam?
ZL1 cam.
Wow.
I have done nothing to the motor except for, just like I'm saying, just the cold air intake, the JLT, the headers, fuel jets. Basically, this is how Chevrolet, how it came. I just did my little tweaks here and there.
Put some stickies on the back.
Yes.
So she will squat?
Yes, she will squat.
What's the best it's ran?
Right now, with the 17s, the drag radials, 1160s.
1160s and goes to get eggs.
It does.
That is so freaking cool.
Yes.
I mean, it looks like even if without the stickers on it, these ZL1s are so cool. Yeah. The 5th gen ZL1s my favorite.
Yes.
I think
they are
my
mine too.
favorite.
I do love the 6th gen though, ZL1s. They're beautiful, but it was more like my 69 Camaro to me.
There's not a lot, like the 6th gen ZL1s, yes, they're beautiful. The one that we have at the dealership right now,
gorgeous.
The rally green one.
Fell in love,
so
fell
nice.
in love.
Beautiful
Yes.
car. But these are more of a stripped down, less road course car.
Yes.
More drag race car.
Yes, definitely. Before I did everything on it, I did have to say I took it up to Date City and did some of the curves up there.
Yeah. Fun.
Oh, so much fun handling. But now she has skinnies on her. In the 17s, not so much anymore. She likes to go straight better.
No, she just goes,
Let's go.
That's right. Wow.
Let's go.
So have you actually done the NMCA, like when they go to Bradenton and all that stuff, you've done the whole weekend and everything?
Actually, I've went around the country with them.
Have you really?
Yeah.
Where's your trailer?
I have some
Where's
crazy.
your trailer?
Oh, I have some crazy stories with that because when I first started, drove her all the way to Indy, raced it, drove all the way back because
no
I
issues?
want now.
Wow.
Yeah. So
that's. I hate to use the term ballsy, but that's gutsy.
No, it was gutsy. Trust me. Everyone that knows me in the racing, they're like, Angel, what are you doing? It's okay. We got this. We'll just pull over at Rains.
Well, and, also you're like, well, I don't have a truck and I don't have a trailer, and I want to go to Indy to race.
This is my daily, and always wanted to go to Indy. So yes, definitely raced with the NMCA. And how it got started was actually, I'm not sure if a lot of the Chevrolet owners know this, but with NMCA, what started was the Chevy Performance Shootout. Like, it was almost like a true street.
I think I remember that.
Yes.
Yeah.
And basically you go out and you drive your car, and you can
run what you brung.
Run what you brung, and if you have consistent times, you actually win certain like 13-second category, 12-second, 11-second, and everything. I actually won in Bradenton and Atlanta. I drove all the way to Atlanta, won in Atlanta and Bradenton.
And drove home.
Yeah, and drove home. I did. And then the following year, they kind of did away with that program.
Okay.
So what's even cooler for us Chevy folks is now Rumble.
Okay, not familiar.
Rumble. So it's a Rumble class, and basically you cannot have any electronics. You cannot have, trans brake. You can have a two-step, but it's basically
you can or cannot have a two-step.
You can have a two-step.
Can't have a two-step.
Just no trans brakes.
Okay.
So what you can do is you can race for a championship, and that's what I did last year.
It's like a points deal.
A points deal.
Okay.
Points, everything. I finished 8th last year.
Congrats.
Yes, first year doing that.
Out of how many cars? Say 9.
There was, I know, right? Okay, so at the end of everything, because they went everywhere. So I ended up going to Michigan, Ohio, Atlanta, everywhere. So the total out of the whole thing series was like, I think 32, 33 cars and finished
That is
my first year.
Respectable, especially your first year, and you drove it.
Yeah.
To every single one?
I did, but I started thinking, it's probably not safe, like you said, and so I started trailering it. Open trailer, close, whatever I could. Yeah.
Good.
So now I trailer her.
Okay. Good.
Yes.
There's no shame in that game at all, because there's going to be a bunch of guys that are going to watch this and they go, she drove it? And then drove it home, raced it, won,
I did,
and drove it home.
I did, Atlanta. It was cool.
Oh, that is so cool.
Yeah, it was cool.
So freaking
good
cool.
Time. Good time.
You said you're down to 1160s now.
Yes.
Started first time out.
First time out with nothing done with her old OG tires, the 20s. She was running consecutive 13 seconds. All day long, so consistent, 13, 13, 13.
Yeah.
Then I went ahead and put some SS Streets on the 20s.
Yep.
And then she was in like the 1225 range, 1228.
So when you first started, you were spinning the whole way.
Pretty much.
Yeah.
And like blowing the rear, shocks and stuff. But now, you guys, tire change. Skinnies in the front, 17s.
Helps.
Now she's running 1160s. So I can't even imagine what with 15s in the back and the conversion back there. So
what's this color?
This color, is it not?
Oh, it's beautiful.
I'm in love with.
The sun just came out. It's hitting the fender.
You can see all the flake.
Yeah.
It is the Stingray blue. So I always wanted a black Camaro, but I get the best of both worlds. So I get this blue, then At night, she looks black, or in the shade, she looks kind of black. So
beautiful.
In love with this color.
Oh, absolutely.
Yeah.
So clearly you love racing and drag racing and cars.
Love cars.
So at what age and how did you get started on your love affair with cars and going fast?
Well, just growing up, grew up on 5 acres, only child. So all I had was horse and cars. And my neighbor, actually, this is crazy, they always had Firebird, they had like the 78 Trans Am, and actually my uncle had a Camaro and an old Cutlass. So I was always kind of surrounded by family with cars. And I'll never forget sitting in a little Ford van, and I looked at my dad and I said, "What kind of car is that over there?" And he's like, "It's a '69 Camaro." I'm like, "I want one of those. I want to drive. I just want to drive." And he's, and you know, back then they're all just like, "Well, yeah, we'll see." You know, to a little kid, I'm like, "We'll see." And the next thing you know, definitely got my '69 Camaro in high school.
Yeah.
We go to the Biff Burger, you know, in Clearwater, and yeah, cars. Love cars.
It's always been your thing.
Yeah.
And then you did some other racing prior to even doing this. You want to go into that at all? I mean, some hardcore racing.
Yes, we did. Me and my ex, we actually, with my '69 Camaro, we kind of had a discussion that we would sell that car and go into like pro mod, outlaw racing. So we ended up selling the '69 Camaro. And then we went racing with a Trans Am, 92 Trans Am.
Okay.
706. We had ended up with 3 stages of nitrous on it, Lenco.
Wow.
So
race car.
Race car. I was more on the outside of the car, packing chutes, helping, you know, adjust the clutch, anything that needed to be done to help on the outside kind of thing, line up and all that kind of thing. And we did talk about me driving, and at the time I had, you know, my children, and I thought, well, it's not my time to drive right at the moment, but hey, let's, you know, do that. So
cool. I mean, did you guys go full-time, part-time? I mean, because that's traveling.
That's traveling. It was mainly part-time. We did Lakeland.
Okay.
We did, let's see, St. Pete.
Okay.
Sunshine. I always call it Sunshine. I know it's something else, but Lakeland, Sunshine. We also hit a lot of the southern tracks up in North Carolina. Valdosta, all of those. So we did kind of like the southern type of tracks every once in a while. So, yeah. So
I would imagine that you much prefer being in the driver's seat as opposed to packing chutes.
Actually, yes. But I will say I do miss packing a chute, though. I do. I'm like, and the outside of just, you know, making sure, you know, the fuel's good, you know,
that
all
person,
that kind of thing.
I mean, obviously the driver, owner, or whatever has a lot to do, but the other person, a lot of people forget about how important that other person is, especially the chute packer. When you're driving pro mods, I mean, that person has one of the biggest jobs in the entire crew.
Definitely. And I do, just being in the driver aspect of it now, the people on the outside, I think people tend to forget how important they are.
100%.
Because if that driver's not in here thinking everything is good, I can make it straight A to B pass, I'm good, nothing wrong. But obviously, we're going to have mechanical things that it's going to happen. But if you know, chute's done, fuel's done,
bottles are on,
tune-ups, bottles, everything's good.
Don't have to worry about it.
Don't have to worry about it. All you got to do is learn to drive.
Let's
Get down and go.
And hold it straight.
Yeah, and hold it straight.
That's a very, very, very important job.
Yeah.
But, so your prep with the ZL1 in between rounds, what do you really have to? Because she's kind of self-contained.
Honestly, she really is. I am certified through the tuning school. I've been to their school and learned.
Which school is that?
The tuning school, actually over here in Odessa.
Oh, okay.
Yes, they actually have Chevrolet, Dodge, Ford, HP tuners.
So you get the laptop out?
I have the laptop.
Nice.
And I will say I'm an old school racer, so I'm like, a laptop? What are you talking about? I'm used to like a fuel gauge and everything. I'm like, huh?
Changing jets.
So I'm like, I think I need to go to school for this. So I did. So basically, fuel, tire pressure, make sure everything, put the laptop A to B to make sure there's nothing going on. She's so consistent to where I basically don't have to do a whole lot but drive.
Do you watch the tach or do you go by ear?
I go by ear. Some people are just like, Angel, how do you do that? And then I'm in there like this, trying, and
yeah, you don't have a big tack in front of you either.
Exactly. And I will have to say it does have the dash. So I can get a gauge to where I can see kind of the mile an hour.
Heads up?
Heads up.
Okay, the heads up does help.
Yes.
Yes, yes.
So I do have that, and I kind of glance.
Okay.
So I know I'm getting close to 6,000. I hear.
Is that where you shift?
Yeah.
Nice.
I shift at 6. So I kind of hear, know, it's all routine. If you just stay in that routine, you kind of know when to shift and go and stuff like that.
Cool.
So, yeah.
Cool.
Yeah.
This has been a really fun conversation.
Thank you.
I really appreciate you having us out here.
Thank you so much for coming.
And I have to go ahead and toot my own horn and Will's horn a little bit, because how we met Angel was a week or two ago?
Yes.
She came into the dealership and talked to one of our salesmen, and he came up and said, hey, there's this lady downstairs that wants to say hi about the Boyette Z28 interview. Yeah. That Will and I did there at the dealership. And that's how we met, and it was your birthday.
It was my birthday. I had to go.
And you would have thought that I handed her a winning lottery ticket just because I said, do you want to sit in it?
It's like, oh my gosh, yes. Are you sure?
Yeah. But anyway, thank you for watching that.
Yes.
Thank you for welcoming us out to your house.
Thank you.
Sharing Jane.
Thank you. Jane.
Sharing Jane with us. We really appreciate that.
No, thank you.
All right. We're going to head back to the dealership and wrap it up. All right. What a cool story that Angel has. And I don't know about you guys, but I don't know if I would have the guts or the moxie to drive my car from Tampa to Atlanta, beat the crap out of it all weekend and drive it home, or drive it from Tampa to Indianapolis, beat the crap out of it all weekend and then drive it home. Kudos to you, Angel, for enjoying not only your ZL1, but your daily driver every day. And it's just going to get faster and faster and faster. Make sure you're here every Thursday as we drop yet another episode of Behind the Garage Door. See you next week.
Stingray Chevrolet, relax, enjoy the difference.